Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Quick Tips for Old School RuneScape with me, Boost Ventures. On today's episode, we'll be covering one skill in specific, Herblore. Before I go any further, please like this video if you end up finding it useful, and consider subscribing for more Old School RuneScape content from me. And if you have an idea for an area that you'd like to see covered in one of my quick tip videos, leave it in the comments section. I'll do my best to cover it in the future. So you might be wondering, what is Herblore and why would I even want to train it? For Iron Man accounts, this is an easy answer, as training Herblore allows you to make higher level potions, and therefore more useful potions to your account in the long run. Now that we've covered the basic reasons to train Herblore, there's only two requirements to train the skill. The first of which is the quest Druidic Ritual, which I'll post a link to the wiki in the description for the quest guide. It's a fairly quick and simple quest, so don't let it hold you back. The second requirement is membership. I know, it's pretty anticlimactic. You thought there was going to be something cool. It's just membership. In the Herblore skill, there are two parts to a potion usually. Some are different. However, we're not going to be covering that in this video. The first is the herb itself, which is obtainable in several ways and doesn't require completion of Druidic Ritual. For most players, the primary way that you'll have to obtain herbs is through the Grand Exchange. The least expensive way to do this is to buy grimy herbs, clean them by using the left click option on them, and use them from there. Keep in mind while cleaning, there is a new update to Old School RuneScape that allows you to just click the first herb in your inventory and it'll auto clean the rest. However, this is a lot slower than manually clicking. If you don't have the cash to purchase a bunch of herbs, or you're an Iron Man, you have two options for getting your hands on some sweet herb. One of the methods, and a fairly common way to most players for either profit or XP, is just through combat. Most NPCs in Old School RuneScape have access to the herb drop table, including one of the lowest level NPCs, a man or a woman. That being said, you'd have to be a little bit insane to grind out your herbs through killing men or women throughout RuneScape, so you can always just opt towards Chaos Druids at a lower level, and most Slayer monsters at a higher level, which have a fairly high drop rate of herbs. The second method to obtaining herbs is through farming. Doing herb runs is a decent way to train farming, while allowing you to make over 500k a day in a daily herb run, depending on prices at the time, or saving you that much if you're patient. So the time has finally come. You've completed Druidic Ritual, you saved up a bunch of Guam leaves and Eyes of Newt to make your first attack potions, and in that time you forgot how to make a potion. It's okay. It'd be like that even if people don't think it do. The first step is to clean your grimy herb, which you do simply by left-clicking it in your inventory. If I have to clean a lot of herbs, I usually hop on a mobile. That way I can knock them all out in one shot, and it's a lot less click-intensive. Once you've cleaned your herbs, you'll need to combine them with a vial of water, making an unfinished potion. From there, click your unfinished potion, then click on your ingredient and select the potion in the chat box. Make sure to select all in the tab up in the top right, as I'm highlighting right here, so that you aren't manually creating potions, as you'll likely go insane before you finish. And that's it. You made your first potion. Now that you went through all the effort to make your potions, you're sitting on a stack of 420 attack potions. Nice. And wondering, why did I even bother? Well, for a main, as I said in the intro, you can use it to make some low effort and low skill money making. The best method to do this is to buy a grimy herb and clean it, and even adding it to a vial of water to make an unfinished potion. Many high level players and players seeking to quickly train the skill will buy unfinished potions for the ease of training, as getting a grimy herb to an unfinished potion is very time consuming, and therefore XP waste. Be sure to check your margin prior to doing this though, as you may lose money as prices fluctuate on the Grand Exchange. For Iron Man accounts, Herblore is an incredibly useful skill. However, it is slow. Higher levels allow you to make more useful potions, most notably being the prayer potions, super restore potions, super combat potions, and Ceridome and Bruise. Along with making potions in the normal game to help out with Slayer, bossing, and sometimes even skilling, higher levels of Herblore are extremely useful for Raids 1, as you can create an Overload potion to increase your combat stats by a large amount. Those coming from RS3 know how good an Overload is. And overall, Herblore is an incredibly useful skill as it's required in many quests, with the highest requirement being 70 for Song of the Elves. Well, that's going to be the end of the video for today. I know it was a bit of a shorter one than the last one. However, I hope it was just as good and useful for information. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments section below and let me know if I missed anything, so that way I can go ahead and hit you right back up and let you know what the answer is. And if you did enjoy this video, feel free to leave it a like and subscribe, as I'll be releasing more content like this regularly. And comment below and let me know a subject that you'd like to see covered. That's going to be it though. That's